Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Grow and Clip Bonsai for Seniors. Before we start the children's corner off today, I want to thank Scott Winter for this great Haas mister. Look at the mist on this thing. Nice. I love this thing. I missed all my plants in the basement to keep them nice and hydrated there. So, Scott, thank you so much. Okay, for the children's corner, we got Mr. Elephant, and Mr. Weather Tree says that it's September 29th of 2021. It's 67 degrees Fahrenheit or 20 degrees Celsius. And I'm gonna show you what you can do, what the kids do, and then you coat it, and then you can help them. You can do the cutting of the plant, so they don't get the sap on them, and then put it in a pot, and then they can water it. But this way here, it'll give them a little incentive to work on bonsai trees. So what I'm using for the pot, to make a glazed pot out of just a plain, ordinary pot like this, I use the Park Super Glaze. Now, Scott Winter and I from Let's Do Bonsai, we're going to both try our hand at making water, but not yet, Scott. I got to buy another one. I'm all out of this. I use it for around the house. But it's called Super Glaze. And what you do is let the kids put the stickers on the pots. Just like that. Let them decorate it for the holidays. And then all you do is you put a thin coat on. Then after that, you put after it dries for 48 hours, put another thin coat on, because I like to get it good and dry. And you got your own almost like a ceramic pot, but it's only a plastic pot. So something different, something for you to get the kids interested in. Now there's another product that I found at Michael's. It's called Aleene's Original Acrylic Sealer Gloss Finish. This here. And what I did is I found at Michael's some little koi stickers. So I put one on a pot, and then I just sprayed this onto the pot, and you can see the nice shine it has to it. Now it probably needs a second coat, which I think I'll do, but you can do something like that and have your own glazed pot. So something for you to try out. Doesn't hurt. I don't know how it's going to stand, but it dried pretty fast. Whereas the Super Glaze, even though you really get a high gloss finish to that thing, and that's like writing on glass, it takes time to dry. It takes like 40 hours for the first coat and 48 for the second coat. But it works. It's good stuff. So we're going to try our ficus tree. It's called Too Little. We're going to use 1 part worm castings, 1 part peat moss, 3 parts sifted perlite. We're going to add micus and azus to the roots. And if you hold on, I have to get the micus and the azus. I knew I forgot something, so hold that thought, and I'll be back in 3 shakes of a whisker. If I can get this microphone off. I knew I forget something. Every time I do something, I forget. So I'm almost there. I'm back. Sorry for all that delay, but I'm back. So I gotta organize here. So I got this shirt really works to keep the microphone in place. Sorry about that. Sorry for that long delay. But we're going to use that on the root system. So I'm going to put that here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put our pot on the side. And you got little pumpkins or squirrels you can use to decorate after you're done. But let's go. This is going to be like a twin trunk. This is the smallest one I could find for the pot out of our $5 special. So what I'm going to do before I do anything is I'm going to prune it before I put it into the pot, because we got to see what we can get out of it. So I'm just going to take these lower leaves off. Now remember, this has a sap, so if you're allergic to the sap, wear gloves. That way there, you don't get no allergies or anything like that there from it, or skin rashes. But that's all you do. So we're just going to trim off these bottom limbs so we can expose the trunk. Now, this tree is emitting sap, but holy cow, look at this. Will you believe this? We probably have a sucker there. It's coming out of the soil. Look at that. So once we get it out of the pot, we'll check it out. So all I'm going to do is take these out so we can expose the trunk more. Like that. Now, see, you never know. You get a good double plant out of the deal. Okay, so now we don't want it too tall in the pot, so we're going to just take our other shears, we're going to dip them in peroxide, and we're just going to cut it right here at a 45, and that way there at the cut our branch is going to our branches are going to go out this way instead of inside. And I don't know if we can root these, but we could try it out. And then over here we want to keep it about the same height, but we want to get a branch going out, so I'm going to clip it. I don't know if you can see it right here, just like that. There we go. Now you see the sap is on there, but you just take your little sticker there and rub the sap into the cut, and that'll seal it for you. You can see the sap on the plant sticker. That's all you got to do. Okay. Now we can cut this back a little bit, and this. Take this one back, and this one, so we get more of like a broom style top. And just let your scissors come, and when you stop, let it stop against the leaf as you open it up, and that'll give you a perfect spot to cut it. And you won't have to be worried about going too far into the brain. I'm going to cut here, and we're going to cut this top one off here at a 45. And we're going to cut this growing tip right here. And let's see, right there, there's another growing tip. So, let's take our shears, our scissors, clean them off in the peroxide. So now we're going to take our tree out. I'm going to squeeze the root ball real good. Take it out of the pot. And now we're going to take the root rake, and as you can see, this rooted. It looks like it's coming right out of this. Well, it's not a real root rake, it's a back scratcher, but I use it as a root rake for lighter stuff. So I'm just going to get this out so we can see where the trunk line is. Now you can see that this was rooted in a cube. So we're going to have to be very careful taking that cube off in case there's any roots in there. So the cube will come right off if you just cut it like that, and it will over time go away, but we want to expose our roots, our base of our tree. So just like that. Just getting it out. I had to use the scissors, but the chopstick seems to be taking it out pretty good. There we go. And we'll take this back, just like that. And we'll work the soil loose, and we got 2 for the price of 1. Amazing. Look at that. Let me dip and clip that root off right there. Huh, we got a little miniature ficus right then and there. Good, Tom. We got a good one. That'd be good. Now that would be something for the kids to see. So all we're doing is taking this out so we can put it in the pot for them. We're taking this core or whatever they use as to root the ficus with. And we're just gonna take it out like that. Just like that. Okay, let's put it in the water so we can get most of that soil out of here. There we go. And you can see it's got some really, really thick roots developing. I mean, this is a thick root and a half. Can't believe it. Well, just got to scrape more of that soil off and more of that. See, it's just it's like a peat pot, but it's not. I don't know what they used, but it comes right off, so that's not bad. Now, this root here is really, really thick. Let me see if I can rinse it some more and get all this soil off so we can see what's going on with this root system here. There we go. You can see that real thick root developing, 2 of them. So we don't want them that thick. And they're flowing straight down, so we're going to just cut it straight. Just like that. Let's see if we can pull it off. And then we'll take this other real big root. We'll cut it straight across. This way here we'll hopefully develop some more roots out of it. And then we're going to keep this in a nice warm location so we can get it to grow some more. So I don't want to take too much off right now, but we had to get rid of them big nasty ones. Okay, now this one's growing straight down. We're going to cut that. We're going to cut this, just like that. Okay, I'm going to cut these little leaves off right here. Just snip them because we don't want branches growing into the V. We're going to take this branch growing inside out like that. There's another one growing in. Another one growing in. So I think we got it pretty good. And this one's a little scraggly, so we're going to cut it back like that. This one's starting to grow, so I'm just going to come down till I hit the leaf and cut it at a 45. There's another one right here. I'm just going to snip it just like that. Cut this leaf off right there. This one's growing in, so we're going to take it out right here so we can open up our middle, so to say. And there you go. Little tree for the kids. Remember, we're doing this all for the kids. So you got to let them do the stickers and stuff, and you do the planting because you don't want them to get this sap on their hands. And then that way there, once it's planted, then they can decorate it. So right now I'll show you what our soil mix look like. If I gotta just get it out of the pot. Open the pot up. There we go. Just like that. That's our soil mix. So this has a hole in it already. I'm not going to put no drainage screen in there because we're pretty good on size here. And we're just going to put our soil mix in there. Just like that. And then we're going to moisten it. Get the surface tension out, because you can see how it was flying. Just like that. Get all that surface tension out because it'll absorb the water better. There we go. I can put a little bit more in there. Just like that. Let's position our tree for the front. This is another bulbous root growing here. But I think if I snip it, what would happen if we snip it down the middle? I snipped it down the middle, so maybe it'll branch out. I don't know, we'll try it. Maybe that's another way to get rid of the bulbous roots. I know Nigel Saunders does it a special way. He's the root man. I mean, he's very good on roots. Excellent man on roots. Excellent. There we go. And now, before we do anything, we're going to get our Ficus and our azus. I put it someplace I couldn't find it, so right now we're going to just use the Ficus, and then when I find the azus, I'm going to put that on the top of the soil and mix it into the water, like a cup of water, and then just water it into the soil. You can do that too if you can't find the one you have. So, see? Get your roots good and saturated. And remember, it's not a fertilizer. There we go. And the reason why I don't leave it out here, because the sun shines through and I don't want the sun to heat the beneficial bacteria and cause it to deteriorate. So now, take my shovel out. Use my little measuring cup. Let's hold this in place. Let's see. It does not want to stand here. So we just got to work our roots better. There we go. Just like that. And while I hold it in place, because we want it like that, let me get the shovel and put it in. Put all our soil in. Just like that. And then we're going to take our bamboo skewer here and work the soil into the roots, get all the air pockets out from underneath it, and just get that soil into the roots, just like that. Push it in, just like that. Okay, we got a lot of soil here that I spilt knocking it down. So what I'm going to do is take the soil, put it in. I have to figure out, I put my azus away so I wouldn't lose it for the video, and then I lost it and forgot to bring them both out. So I have to make myself a checklist and say, hey, Tom, you got all this stuff ready? Do the video once you got it all ready. And I thought I did. Not thinking today, ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls. The children are watching. Get them the stickers. Take them to the store, get the stickers. Okay, so now we're just gonna mist our tree, our bottom of the soil there, get the surface tension out. Now we're doing that. I know it's a little crooked, but right now I want to get the water in there. Okay, Mr. Elephant, let's do your job. There we go. Just get it right in. Just like that. Take your skewer. Get them little pockets out of there. And you can see your tree is nice and sturdy in there right now. The soil mix really did a good job on it. There we go. Now, if this was coming around the holidays, Christmas and stuff, then we'd use the perlite as snow. But right now this is fall, so that's not going to be the case. So we're going to have to put some Peace River gravel on there and just decorate it. Just like that. Get that nice and wet. Get our soil in there nice. Get our tree straight. Now this isn't going outside. I'm going to put it in a bright sunny window in the basement here. Whatever sun I get going down in the fall. So we're pretty straight. Straight all the way around. Okay, Mr. Elephant, we're going to water it in. There, just like that. Okay, now you can pick any frond you want. What I'm going to do is, let's clean the pot so you can see. You can see how the water runs right off this resin here. Like that. So I'm just going to use my finger to wipe it off. There we go. Now remember, I'm going to get the azus and sprinkle it in here. I'm going to put some in the cup and some water, slurry it around, and just water it in, and that'll work good, just as good too, because we'll have it all in. So there we go. Just get your paper towel, wipe it off. It drained out good. Now let's get our something to decorate it with. Maybe a piece of stone. I don't know what this one. And put a piece of stone there, just to hold it in, like that. And then we could get our Peace River gravel. I'll get the kids a little spoon, give them the gravel, or whatever you got, and just let them decorate it. Just let them put it in. Let them take the spoon and put it in. They'll love doing that. Let them put it in the way they want to. But they can make a nice little fall planting for them, just to get them interested in bonsai. And even if they don't take care of the tree, they'll have fun decorating it with the gravel. And then you can give them some little knickknacks to put in there. I got a couple of squirrels yet and some pumpkins. And just put it in like that. Just like that. There we go. And you got a glazed, homemade decorated pot for the kids, which they'll love. And Scott, when I get more resin, I'll let you know so we can both try our hand at making water with resin. for our bonsai trees. So let's put that over there. My tree. Get everything down nice. Take your finger and just wipe it like that. There we go. Let's center it in there. We can get a squirrel sitting under the tree like that. And another one hiding over here. Something for the kids to decorate with. They'll get a kick out of it. And then if you want, throw a pumpkin behind her. Just like that. And you got it. We got our own Charlie Brown pot. Our Peanuts pot. All you do is buy the stickers, put them on, and there you go. And there's your little tree and your little pot. Something different. Something for the kids to do. I mean, just don't let them do the cutting. You do the cutting because you don't want them to get that sap on there, and you do the planting. And after that, let them put the stone on. Let them put the rock in there if they want. Anything they want to do. So something just like that. Something different. Squirrel hiding behind a rock. Okay, everybody, today's Wednesday night. Thank you for coming to the Children's Corner. I hope you got some ideas to help the kids get into plants, into bonsai. Something different. Don't be afraid to try. $5 at Ted's Greenhouse. If you're out that way, go get yourself a ficus or whatever. He's got a lot of plants out there that are $5 to. So just check.